here, and a lot of people think they can't color inside Premiere and they need like a color, program like DaVinci, and you just don't. What's up, everyone? Back for another color tutorial. This time I want to show you guys, because I'm editing a short film right now that I directed. It's this kind of war short film for the Warrior Poet Society Network, and I want to show you how our new movie looks works, because one, this is a movie, but two, just to show you like how the Dunkirk LUT or look would apply to this, since it's a similar style, or even one of the other movie looks that is a more war-centered film. So here's the raw footage right here from the Red Helium 8K. We had a servo zoom lens on, nothing special, more just no anamorphics, just 16:9 here. So I want to show you guys raw footage. So this is my color over here, and a lot of people think they can't color inside Premiere and they need like a color, program like DaVinci, and you just don't. I'm just going to show you guys really quick when I toggle on all these different things. So I have levels, lumetric color, and a Gaussian blur to soften it, because I wanted to have this film have kind of a softer film-like look, and that's why I have grain over top here on this layer. But film is naturally a little softer. It's not like so sharp, so that's what that is for. But toggle that on, that, and that. So boom, now you can see kind of the look of the film here. Very reminiscent of, let's say, like The Hurt Locker, which is kind of what this short film's paying homage to a little bit. But very clean, and this is the Dunkirk LUT. But you can see really what it's doing here. This is the main look here. So if I come in here and I go to the creative, which you always throw your looks and LUTs on the creative tab, I have our movie looks Dunkirk LUT. And so if I were to come into the looks, we have all these different looks. We have Don't Breathe, Dunkirk, Her, Joker, Mad Max, The Matrix, Master, Pain and Gain, No Country for Old Men, Moonrise Kingdom, The Revenant, and Wonder Woman. So another one that could probably look good is actually No Country for Old Men, just because this has a very like desert vibe. So if I apply that would actually work really well too as a base, but I wanted it to not be as saturated and warm. And so I chose to go with the Dunkirk LUT as the base. That's much more up the alley that I wanted to give it the look I wanted to give. So simply applied that look right under this Lumetri color tab in the creative. That was it there. Then from there, I always play with the levels. So I brought in the levels from the effects tab here. And then I crunched down the blacks a little bit, made the whites pop just a little bit, because on film naturally the whites you don't get as much dynamic range, so the whites and the highlights tend to like bloom and pop a little bit. So did that, so you can see I crunched it down just a little bit in the shadows. The whites have a little bit more of a pop, and then I threw on another Lumetri color tab, and that's where I played with like the wheels, the color wheels, and I warmed it up a bit. Just a hair, nothing like the No Country for Old Men look that you just saw. So if I were to toggle this on and off, you can kind of see here. Let me make the window a little bit bigger. So you can see there's without and there's with. So just a hint of warmness in the mid-tones here, just dragging that up. And I might have, that's really it. That's all I really did there. I'm gonna come into this other Lumetri color tab and see if I warmed up. So I did warm up the temperature by like 5 points. Again, I boosted the highlights here and I desatted it a little bit. So there's right here with nothing. Here's with my Dunkirk LUT. Boom, looks great. Actually looks very much just like the Hurt Locker. Throw on a little bit of warmness right here. Throw on a little bit of blur, add that grain, and now we have a really great look for this film. I'm gonna let a moment play out here so you guys can kind of see it in action. This is playing at quarter resolution. So we got 8K footage here, so I gotta drop the resolution a little bit, but it looks really, really good. Ooh, that one looks great too. I like the tones in that one. Very, very nice. But yeah, ultimately, the look that I had dialed in previously with the Dunkirk LUT looked phenomenal. Perfect. Bringing back that warmth. And we got a great looking film here. So yeah, it's as simple as that, guys. You can go pick up our movie looks that we developed with an industry colorist over at Tropicolor under the color tab, movie looks. This is probably one of our best packs alongside cinematic looks. Like, they are dialed into the T of kind of how the movies look. So very, very pleased with these. As you can see, I mean, this thing looks great. And yeah, it's as simple as that. I mean, you can color over here in the inside of Premiere, inside of the color graphics. I honestly do everything inside this effects tab, and it works for me, but whatever works for you. This gives you a little bit more of a window and look into all your controls. It's a little easier. I'm just so used to doing it in this window over here and being so quick at it that I don't usually come over here, but you can if you want and need to. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and hopefully you guys like some of this before and after looks at the color of my new film. All right, guys, peace.